Yes, you'll be able to see that. Okay, I have clicked on live. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see it's live.
Okay, perfect. Okay, just allow us 1 minute. We will have to give a couple of minutes for people to join. Good morning, guys. Hi, there's someone with no name. Creative Banda, hello. Hi, good morning. There's someone with no name waiting for it. What's your name? Who's waiting for us? Okay. Good morning, good afternoon. Hi, Nerissa. Where are you guys joining from? Can you just comment? Are you in UK, outside UK? Um, guys, we will take your question. Just allow us 1 second, waiting for more people to join. There were more than 100, 200 people who joined on Insta. Maybe they have to take a little time to find us on YouTube. Okay, you are from India. Can you see my chat? Yes, Thala, for a reason I can see your chat. Uh, Japson, I don't know where are you trying to reach us. I have already put so many stories and also links in my broadcast channel, in all my YouTube videos, which I did with Amil a few weeks and months ago. All the links are provided in my description, how you can connect to him. And also, Amil has already given some free session just for my audience. Okay, so guys are from India, Africa, London, Ghana. Nice. Okay. Kajay Singh, unable to see chat. Which chat? I have not added anything. I can see your chat. Amil, can you see our chat?
No, I can't see any chats. That's what
You
I was
cannot.
about to say.
Oh, you cannot see any chat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I can see all the chats. 1 second. Comments. Do I need to do anything? Oh, okay. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on the screen. Aha. Does it mean? Um, I need to check 1 second, guys. I hope there is no change to what um, had been done in the previous version. So you can't even. Okay, so for you, Amel, at least I'm going to pin that comment. Yeah, at least on the screen you can see.
Yeah.
Uh, for example, if I have to take a question, just say from
Yeah.
Jobson, so
Yeah.
then you'll be able to. But I'm surprised that you guys are not able to see any other comment. Hide current comment. No, that was never an issue. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Click on a comment to show. Yeah, live viewer comment shows up on the stream here. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're not able to see, guys. I have no idea. But I can see. I don't know. I have another browser as well open. I can see all the comments on the right. Do you not have your comment section open? I can see from a different browser. I can see everything, all the question. So Kaja is saying now it's okay. Yeah. Okay, good. So problem solved. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start first with introduction of Amil, and then we'll take all the questions. Okay. So first of all, thank you guys who had joined us on Saturday. Thank you, and thank you for guys who had been watching our videos. I had already done few videos already with Amil. So first of all, I'm going to say, if you had not received response to the questions which you have sent, we have a dedicated email ID as well, which Amil and the team will look into it. And also for my audience, good news, Amil had dedicated free time just for my audience. Initially, we started with 2 days a week, and I think Amil is going to give you another bonus, which we'll talk maybe at the end. But let's quickly start with Amil's introduction. So, Amil, if you don't mind, can you just introduce yourself again to my audience, please?
Hi everyone. Good morning. Thank you for all joining us on a Saturday. I don't know from which part of the world you guys are joining, but here in London it's -4 right now. So it's very difficult to cope up with that situation. But I'm cozy in my boardroom, office boardroom. So I'm an ex-international student, as Sareka would always like me to introduce myself. I've been in the UK for almost past 9 to 10 years now. I have my own immigration law firm, Mak25 London Limited. We are based in Canary Wharf, London. I help all sorts of business and personal immigration clients. I myself look after business immigration like sponsor license, skilled worker visas, home office audits, interviews, mock audits, and things like that. So any question related to anything like that, please do not hesitate. And even if you have any personal immigration question, obviously I've got a team of expert immigration lawyer who can look after your query, and we can get back to you as soon as possible. But make sure to pin down your comment, to put down your comment in the section below. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amel. Thanks for the introduction. So, guys, what we will do is, first of all, Amel, do you want to just summarize what are the key changes announced by the Home Office, say in the month of November and December? Just a couple of lines of summary, and then any new changes which is happening or being implemented in the month of Jan. Let's quickly just summarize from our audience.
From April 2024, there is no much significant changes, I would say, that has been implemented by the Home Office recently, specifically when it comes to overseas migrant, or whether we talk about graduate route or international students. Everything going well in that regards. But what I would like to focus right now on is the family route, where obviously the Home Office has requested the Migration Advisory Committee to give their opinion about what should be the salary criteria, the finance requirement for people who are joining the British spouses in the UK. So I think that's
Mhm.
to wait for the decision. I think it can come at any moment at this point of time. But as far as the overseas migrant for skilled workers, for care homes, or any other visa requirement or visa categories are concerned, there has not been a significant update on that. But obviously April is that point of time, especially in April 2025 we have been expecting few changes right now, that the sponsor management system for the sponsors has been changing to sponsor UK. We'll talk about that. Obviously that's different kind of the entire video which me and Sarika will definitely do in the future. But those are the key things which we need to keep in mind. Obviously we have seen the salary increase in the past 1 year. What happened in April for skilled worker visa from 26,200 to 38,700 pounds. And obviously conditions apply if you are applying directly from as an international student, or you're applying from graduate route to skilled worker visa. Whereas there are two SOC codes for 6136 and 6135, where you are not allowed to bring your dependents in the UK unless you have been given a COS before that point of time. And obviously the salary threshold for family route who are joining the British or ILR spouses in the UK have been increased from 18,600 to 29,000. And obviously those things are under consideration as of now. So there are
Uh,
no significant changes.
okay, thanks, Amel. Can you also just quickly touch upon e-visa as well?
Yeah. See, now the Home Office has pushed the deadline from 31st of December 2024 to 31st of March 2025. For people who are not aware about the e-visa, e-visa is the digital way of obviously proving your identity of your right to work and right to live in the UK. Whenever you go outside of the UK, you need to have your e-visa either through your share code, either you need to take a printout of your e-visa, or you need to make sure that your passport and your current BRP, which obviously is expired now, we are in Jan 2025, has been linked to your e-visa. So you need to carry your e-visa documents whenever you travel outside of the UK. And do not forget to carry your expired BRP as well whenever you're traveling from outside of the UK until 31st of March 2025. This rollout has still been under consideration by the Home Office. That deadline might get extended because there are still millions of people who are not aware about how to apply for an e-visa and obviously how to link their passports. Me and Sarika have made a couple of videos on that. We have done a live stream, so you can go back, check our videos. Also, you can go back to the Home Office channel and you can view their videos as well on how to create an e-visa and how to link your passport and how to link your documentations to e-visa. And it is mandatory to carry all the documentation even if they are expired until 31st of March 2025. But wait for the update from the Home Office till when this deadline get pushed.
Thank you very much, Amel. Thank you for all the updates that you have summarized now. So let's start taking questions. So, guys, make sure you leave your questions in the comment section, and I'm going to pin one by one. So, I'm going to start with Jobson
Yeah.
Ben Dashaw. He's saying, can you please help me? I want to join my wife in the UK. I have 9.5 years of experience. Please guide me, sir. So this is such a vague questions. First of all, I'm going to tell you, you're not telling if she's in the UK and what visa she is. Doesn't matter you have a 9.5 years of experience or not. I mean, if you have a skill visa, you can come on a dependent visa. If she is already a British, you can come on spouse visa. So I think you need to rephrase your question properly for Ahmed. This is such a vague question. Anything you want to add, Ahmed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether. Hi, Jepson. Thank you for joining. First of all, I don't know from which part you are joining in the world, but thank you for joining us in the morning. Do you mean by 9.5 years of experience, you are in the UK for the last 9.5 years? And if yes, then on what visa category? So if you can be a more, specific about what you want to ask, we would be able to answer you out.
Thank you. So, uh, okay, so I can see Gatster is putting a lot of question, and that also about self sponsorship route. What is your full question? I think first of all, guys, okay, just don't throw your question just like that. Make sure take a moment to write a proper sentence at least, so that we both can understand. We understand also Hindi, we understand English, we also understand Urdu. Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys are comfortable writing in this three language, feel free to do that. But if you just write self sponsorship route, what do you want to ask us? Again, like Amil said in the introduction, we have already done a couple of videos. If you just go to my YouTube channel, Your Knowledge Buddy, you will already find that I have a videos on self-sponsorship visa, which I did with Amil some time back. So I think it's better you rephrase your question and make it to the point and make it take advantage of that. Amil is here 1 hour free session. You guys should be already aware that it is so expensive to book a time of any immigration advisor or lawyer in the UK. Okay, so I'm going to take next question. So for you guys, if your questions are not clear, even though I pin it, it's not going to add any value because there's nothing for us to say. I'm not able to make sense out of it. I don't know if Amil is able to. So I'm going to take next question, maybe Amil.
Sai,
Uh, Sai Kumar is asking, is it possible to work an additional 20 hours part-time while on a sponsorship visa?
Hi, Sai Kumar. Good morning. I don't know from which party you're joining. Thanks for your question. Yes, you can definitely work for 20 hours part time, but conditions apply. Of course, uh, you know, it is very important to make sure that if you're working on a sponsored job that is ongoing, okay, you can only work part time either outside of your working hours or on the weekends, and you need to be paid on NI. And I'll give you some useful and extra tips in order to make sure that the home office is satisfied. You need to have, how should I say, an email from your sponsor that they are okay that you're working 20 hours part time somewhere else. Definitely, you will be working outside of your working hours or on weekends, but that 20 hours need to be known by your current sponsor, and that job should be going on. The most important thing, there are certain tables on the home office guideline, which are table 1, 2, and 3. So make sure those job roles are from that specific roles. You can't work as an Uber driver. You can't work for delivery. You cannot work as a driver, as a receptionist, as a cleaner, as a clerk, or any type of low skill jobs. Make sure it is something like executive, like a manager, transport coordinator, chef, or things like that. Even if you're working, let's say, in Primark, so obviously you can work as a sales executive. So make sure those roles are specified in your 20 hours contract as well.
So the additional 20 hours, it needs to be the jobs which are listed in the skilled jobs, right? Skilled occupation code, right?
Yeah, software occupational codes need to have that specific job titles wherever you're working.
Okay, good. Thank you. Let's take this question because uh, Kwamina Arhin is saying, I'm a forklift operator from Ghana. How can I get a sponsorship to the UK to work? So first of all, I'm going to say, okay, Amil doesn't deal with jobs. Yeah, first of all, let me tell you. Okay, he's an immigration advisor. He can guide you legally what to do for the different visa categories. He is not someone who is helping you to find a job. Jobs you have to find yourself. Again, on my YouTube channel, you will see tons of videos on how to find a job. And just like 2 days ago, I have just interviewed a student who had managed to get a visa sponsorship job in the UK. So just go and watch it. We talked about like for 36 minutes how she landed and what are the struggles she faced. So basically you have to use all the famous job platform job sites like LinkedIn, Read, Indeed. Make sure you tailor your CV before applying for the job. So focus on your skills, make sure it is ATS friendly. So those are the things, and then target only licensed sponsors. So those are the things that you should be doing. I hope that helps. Um, okay, I'm going to take next question from Amit. Amit is saying SELT exam valid for UK skilled worker visa.
Yes, yes. Hi, Amit Patel. Good morning. CELT exam, yes, it is valid, but obviously in CELT exam also there are different categories. There is IELTS, there is PT, there is Duolingo. There are so many things. And recently, Home Office has been very specific about what kind of English exam do you give when it comes to the skilled worker visa. So if you can specify, what specific CELT exam you want to give it out, I think that would be much better.
Okay. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Amit. Okay. Guys, if we are taking your question and if you're answering, just give a thumbs up so that we understand you have understood your question was picked. If there is a more question, follow up question, make sure you again drop your comments here. Okay. I will take this back question from Jobson because he had rephrased his question. He said, my wife is in the UK in study visa. I'm in India and I want to join my wife in the UK. What is the possible way to come to UK in skill visa? I'm going to let you answer this.
This question looks like an inception movie. There are so many layers to it. Obviously, on a student visa, if your wife is on a thought course, you cannot join her as a dependent. That's thing number one, because obviously from 11th March 2024 you're not allowed to join as a student dependent, uh, to your wife or any of your partner. That's thing number one.
But we
You're
didn't, Amil, I'm sorry to interrupt. Amil,
yeah,
we didn't ask or he didn't say when did his wife came on a student visa. There are a
yeah,
lot of students who also came like maybe sometime before. There are a lot of students whose course is for 2 years. If your course is for 2 years and if they are on a student visa, before they switch to graduate visa, they can come. So again, I will say, Jobson, your query or your question is still not complete. When did she come? Which year she came? And sorry, Amil,
no,
please
one
continue.
second, but regardless of that, Sarika,
Mm.
even if your oh, balloons, nice specs. So
I
even
didn't do
if,
it.
so even if your wife has come, let's say in 2021, 2022,
Mm,
these rules are not retrospective, like care industry. Okay, so
mm.
even if your wife has come before 2024, still you cannot come as a student dependent irrespective of whatever course she is doing. Yes, if you're on a care visa, if you have got a sponsorship before 4th of April 2024, you can join them as a dependent. But when it comes to student dependents, you cannot join irrespective of whenever your wife or your partner has, came in the UK on a student visa. That is a very minute details people fail to understand.
I didn't know that, Amel, because
That's the real.
the rules changed only last year in Jan. So anybody who came from Jan before Jan 2024, basically anybody who came December 2023 on a student visa,
Yeah,
they can bring their dependent. However, if you had come before that, and
yeah,
if your visa is still 2 years of student visa,
yeah.
dependents can still join them before they switch to graduate visa. Is that not correct understanding, Amel?
No, that's not, because what we need to understand, Sarika, there are so many layers to that. The first layer, people talk about care visa.
No, no, no.
There,
I'm not talking about care
no, no,
visa. Student
I'm just
visa.
giving you, layers. Care visa have got different side of category. When it comes to student dependence, even if you have got a student visa before the rule change, you cannot still call your partners.
Really? Amil, can you send me a link where it's
I
mentioned?
will
Yeah,
discuss about it. Yes, I will send you a link. Yes.
because I know students are coming, and then it's really written clearly on the Home Office that if it's only from Jan 2024, I mean, the rules were changed last year. The
Exactly.
new students who are coming from Jan, they cannot bring your dependent unless until it's a research based course.
Yeah.
But before that, anybody who came, they
Yeah.
can bring the dependent till the time they don't switch to graduate visa. That's
Yeah.
the rule, I understand.
I'll also have a fact check on my end as well,
Yeah.
and I'll also read through the guide, and we can discuss about it. That's
Yeah,
not a problem.
sure. Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you. So again, Jobson, you need to mention clearly when did your wife come, and if she came after Jan 2024 on a course which doesn't allow research based, you cannot come on a dependent visa if it's not a research based course,
Yeah.
or it's not a PhD. You can only come if you manage to get a skilled visa. That's the thing. Sorry, one of the visa category is
Yeah.
skilled. There are different categories as well.
Yeah.
Uh, the famous work visa is skilled visa. Unless until you don't get a proper visa for yourself, you cannot actually, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you again. If you want to rephrase your question by giving more details, it will be nice. Okay, so I'm going to take again. I'm taking random questions from here and there, guys. If don't pick up your question, make sure you just keep adding that at the bottom. So I'm going to take question from Prashant. First of all, thank you, Prashant. Thank you for hosting this, Prashant. Saying, I wanted to know the new requirements for first-time applicant of a skilled worker visa. What do they mean about needing to have 38,700 income? I'm a bit confused.
Okay, Prashant, thank you. Thank you so much. Firstly, I want to know where are you applying from? Okay, that's thing number one. Obviously, the criterias are different if you're applying from within the UK, if you're on a student route or a graduate route, because the new entrant category, will suffice you. So that's thing number two. Let's say if you're applying from India as a newly fresh candidate, then obviously 38,700 would be the minimum salary your sponsor needs to show in order to get you a certificate of sponsorship. But 38,700 would be only for specific roles. Let's say if you're coming from India as a software developer, the minimum salary would be 50,500 pounds. So you need to understand that every role, every criteria have got different set of salary bands. So you need to be very specific about the country, about the job role, about specific SOC codes, things like that.
Prashant, again, you have not mentioned if you are already in the UK as a student. If you are already in the UK as a student, you can also get a new entrant salary discount. Yeah, if you are either on a switching from student visa to skilled visa, or you're switching from student visa, sorry, graduate visa to a skilled visa, you are still getting new entrant. New entrant discount is given for 4 years, by the way. So either you switch when you switch directly from student visa to skilled visa directly, then you get a discount for 4 years. But if you spend 2 years on your graduate visa, then you can take advantage of new entrant discounted salary for another 2 years. So you can mention that in detail, or if you have already understood what I will explained already, I think that should be also fine. Okay, thank you, Prashant. So moving to next question. Let's take this one. A different question. So Vimal is saying, I have ILR since last year, and my wife's dependent skilled worker visa is up for extension. Which visa categories should we extend so that her ILR click doesn't reset?
Okay. See, indefinite leave to remain and obviously the partner dependent, the family route is something which my team looks after because I have got expert immigration lawyers who look after the personal immigration matters. So obviously all your questions would be answered if you either email to ykb@mac25.co.uk or you can drop down your comments. All your comments would be answered and get back to you soon.
Thank you, Amel. So I'm going to repeat the email ID. It's ykb@mac25.co.uk. Right, Amel? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And in the description of this video, when the live session ends, I have already added those email ID. I have also added a link, like I told in the introduction, for people who joined us late. I want to let you know that Amil is giving free sessions to not sessions, free calls for my audience. You can book his time, and someone from his team or he himself will be answering your questions. So twice a week we started, but again we are going to announce something at the end of the session. Again, how to book it, the links are in my video description. So once the live session ends, you'll find all the links there, and then I'm also going to pin in the comment as well the email ID and how you can book a free session with Amir. Okay. Alrighty, now let's move to the next question. Okay. Okay, gadget gadget sure is saying, I will rephrase, like basically I have a company in India, I want to start e-commerce business there, how can we get sponsorship license? Amil's favorite topic. No.
I think yeah, I think yeah, he's Gadget Shore can be as specific as he can. So I don't know what's your real name, but Gadget Shore, obviously yes, you can get a sponsor license if you have a company in India, but no, you need to have established a company in the UK because obviously overseas company do not get a sponsor license. If let's say if you have a brand overseas, you can start exactly the same company in the UK and you can register yourself as a foreign director and you can start a company. But in order to get a sponsor license, I know that where we are getting to the self sponsorship topic, which Sarika rightly said, which is my favorite topic. You need to have a settled authorizing officer in the company. So the settled authorizing officer could be anyone who has got a British passport, who have got indefinite leave to remain, and as we call ILR, it could be an EU settled person. So all these three categories can be the authorizing officer in the company, and they need to be the senior person who can manage the HR system in your sponsor license. So you need to make sure you need to have these basics sorted out. First, you need to register a company in the UK, and you need to identify someone who can be in the UK looking after your HR process in the business. And obviously, after that, we can talk about the projects and the documentations we need to apply for a sponsor license. But yes, it is possible.
Thank you, Amal. I hope that answers your question. Guys, I have pinned the comment here, especially my email. So it will be ykb at the rate mac25.co.uk. And also, it may not show here. You cannot, sorry. I've also added the link of Calendly, which you can book your free consultation with Amil and the team. Again, all the links will be in my video description and pin comment. In fact, I can see it's already added. So you guys can just go and book this. Okay, so thank you, Amil. So let's move to the next question. Guys, if Amil had answered your question, just give a thumbs up so that he understands your question is answered. If there is any follow up question as well, you can put that in the comment section. So just give a thumbs up, please, so that we know he's able to answer your question as well. Thank you very much. Let's quickly now move to the next one. So, next question is from Nitin. Nitin is saying, hi, my family and I are currently in the UK on our PSW visa. If my wife and I obtain a different visa, not dependent, will the UK government allow us to keep our child with us? Amil.
Interesting question, Nitin. Hi, Nitin. First of all, thank you for your question. Yes, you can keep your child. Let's say if you're talking about your wife's get an innovator founder visa and you get a skilled worker visa, then you guys need to decide on whose dependent the child is going to be. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing something like that, it would make a bit complicated for your child. Let's say if you're getting an innovator founder visa, you might get ILR within 3 years. But when your wife is on a skilled worker visa, she'll get an ILR within 5 years. So you need to decide and do something. But I have never heard somebody in the UK. I've heard that couples obviously come on different student visas and then they merge together if anyone gets a sponsorship or something like that. But obviously after PSW, if you guys chose to be on a different, let's say on a skilled worker visa itself, then obviously you'll make your case complicated going further. But obviously your child can be dependent of either one of you.
Thank you, Amil. Nitin, did Amil answer your question? Yes, no? Uh, please make sure you comment or give a thumbs up. I'm going to take next question from Mona. Mona is saying, my husband was a student, finished with our PSW and rejected fee waiver. Now, one applied on 6131 visa. I've experience in care as well. Any chance of visa rejection?
I'm not able to understand your question, but do you mean now one applied on 6131, which is obviously a care visa? I'm sure, but I have experience in care as well. Any chance of visa reject? Can you be a bit more clear, Mona? Can you be, put a bit more specific who applied on 6131 and what do you mean by you have experience in care? Because visa rejection thing is a very big topic. So obviously I'll be able to explain you if I know all the facts.
Okay, so Mona, please make sure you add details. I see your comment, but again, I don't think you have rephrased or added anything, right? You have just
The same.
Mona, can you please rephrase and provide more details? One thing I want to ask Amil, when do you think people, so, okay, legally, when should people apply for fee waiver?
Okay. See, fee waiver is very interesting. Okay. Fee waiver is something, let's say, if somebody on a student visa and the student visa is about to expire and they got an opportunity to work on a skilled worker visa. But obviously, the sponsor do not have a COS right now. They have applied for a COS and they don't have any way and they don't have money to apply for further leave to remain on certain grounds that they are waiting for the visa to come and they don't want to be illegal in the UK. They don't want to cross, if I use my legal jargon, they want to make sure the 3C leaves continue. That means they are legal in the UK. So fee waiver comes in between where you feel you do not have any money, you do not have any income, all your expenses are more than your income, you don't have anything in your account, and you need to make sure that you are providing all kind of genuine documents to the home office. So fee waiver is a step before applying for any kind of a visa. So once it gets accepted, so whatever visa you want to apply in the future, then that fees get free from the home office end. So it is very important for you to make sure that the criteria of a fee waiver is something that your expenses is more than your income. That's when
Okay.
the fee waiver comes in.
Okay, thanks, Amel. I think I have seen students now, especially students, they are misusing fee waiver. I
Yep.
don't know if it's a right way, but because I have seen people, if their graduate visa is about to expire, they start applying a fee waiver. I don't know if that's the correct way, or can they still do it? No?
If I may, see, Sarika, there are certain aspects to make sure that you're not breaching immigration law. And
Correct.
by breaching immigration law, when we talk about immigration off the camera as well, we
Mm,
want to make sure none of our clients are using time buying exercises. That's
mm,
what we call them in this industry.
mm,
Time buying exercises is something you're just applying for the sake of applying it. Even the home office knows that, there's no end to it. Like I have seen people who have got like 15,000 in the account or 10,000 in the account, and they are applying for a fee waiver
mm.
because they know that from the time they apply for a fee waiver, they'll get a break between 4 to 6 weeks. So within that period, they can get a skilled worker visa and they can switch to skilled worker.
Okay.
So obviously, we need to avoid those kinds of things and those kinds of people also. And this is my request to everyone who's watching this: don't do time buying exercises until and unless you actually fulfills that criteria and requirement.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Amel. So Mona is saying I was waiting for COS. That's why we applied for fee waiver.
Hmm. Is it a question, Mona?
Yeah. I mean, this was the first question. If you remember, she said, my husband was a student, we finished study and PSW, then we applied fee waiver, got rejected. Now I applied for the visa. So basically, now she's saying, now she applied for 613 visa. Is there any chance of rejection?
Okay. See, at the end of the day, you cannot apply for a fee waiver application if you're waiting for a COS until and unless, as I just told Sarika, you fulfill the criteria. So by fulfilling the criteria, I means your expenses are more than your income. So the rejections also will be based on suitability criteria, validity criteria, the Part 9 of refusal grounds. So Home Office will see all the aspects of your immigration history, that on what basis you applied for a fee waiver and it wasn't a time buying exercises. In many of the clients who comes to me after applying for a fee waiver, obviously I need to take the entire detail. What was your reason? I see the bank statement, whether they actually fulfill the criteria and things like that. So however, we had enough money, we applied for a fee waiver to buy time. That's not right, Mona, unfortunately. You shouldn't have done that. But obviously, if you applied for a skilled worker visa, then you need to wait for an update from the home office. And it depends on the caseworker's discretion what decision they take.
Okay, thanks, Samil. Okay, I'm going to take next question from Hiranand. Did we take his question? I don't remember, but let's quickly see. Hiranand is saying, I am from Jan 2023 intake, all right, 2 years before. How much should an employer offer me to qualify for sponsorship? 3,500 or 38,500?
Yeah, I'm so sorry if I'm not wrong. No, 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 that's okay. There's no point of sorry and all. No questions are silly. Okay, so first I need to understand that whether you have passed your course for which you have came in the UK in January 2023 and what visa you're currently on. So if you could clarify these two things for me, I think that would be better. I'll be able to answer your question.
Okay, I'll wait, Hira, none for you. Okay, I'm going to take one question I saw, and I think I already replied at the beginning, but because it's coming again and again, uh, just allow me 1 second. I know there's so many questions at the top as well. Okay, this person who got no name with just two dash. How can we migrate to UK from India? I'm not getting calls from recruiters on LinkedIn from India. What should we do? So first of all, I don't know if you know, if you watch my videos, I'm running a program called as Job Assistance Service. This is a 3-month program and course where we book a call with you. It's a paid thing, by the way, and then we go through your profile, make sure your profile is aligned or it's kind of ATS compliant, you have rightly done your CV as needed by the UK employers, help you with LinkedIn branding, then help you with the interview preparation, and then of course socialize your profile as well with the UK recruiters. And then I have also hired mentors. I have 12 mentors I've hired from each specific industry. So say you're from civil engineering, I'm going to nominate my one of my mentors to work with you. So every week you will have a call with your mentor to help you, guide you. We'll do a roadmap for you. It's a proper planning and strategy to help you land a sponsorship job. Again, if you have not reached out to me, there's a form which is a, Google form which is provided in all my video description. You can check it out and fill the form, and someone from my team or myself will reach out to you, provide you all the details, and then we can take it forward. So this is a paid service. I'm going to repeat, it's a 3 months commitment between you, my mentors, and myself, to make sure you land a job. Of course, we are not any scammers or recruiters, so we are not going to give you a guarantee that you will land a job. It depends how good you are preparing. I'm not teaching you these skills. If you say you are a civil engineer, I'll not teach you in 3 months how to be a civil engineer. I'll teach you how to get a job in the UK with the existing skills that you have. So it's all about polishing and packaging you for the UK market, and what are the things you should be doing. And a lot of preparations will be there in behind, before you attend the interview. We'll be already sharing you some of the 70 to 100 top interview questions and how you should be answering that. So we'll be preparing you for a lot of things. And then there will be special sessions on weekend with my guest speakers. It can be a recruiter, it can be HR, it can be myself. We will be running different sessions. So there's a lot happening already, and I'm going to start introducing my mentors as well in my future videos. So make sure either email me on yourknowledgebuddy@gmail.com or fill the form which is provided in my video description. Thank you. Okay, so let's quickly move to the next question. And guys, try to make sure you don't ask a job-related question. Amil's not here to answer job-related question. If you want a job-related question, you can book my time. Let's stick to legal questions for Amil. Okay, I'm just going to click on this. Balaji is saying previous credit card debts and devices, direct debits, debt in UK may impact present UK spouse visa. Who, I don't know this.
Interesting question. Yeah, that's a good one. See, I'll say about the UK spouse visa is a second thing, but obviously it will affect your current score in the UK, your Equifax score. It will affect that really bad. And obviously because of this, because of your credit cards and direct debit debts, if you have any convictions, any notice from the courts or any judgments pending, then whenever you apply for any kind of visa, irrespective of the category, you need to disclose it to the Home Office on the application form that this is what is happening and this is what has happened in the past, along with the dates and the documentations.
Thank you, Amil. Bala, thumbs up. You happy with the response? Yes, no? Okay, I'm going to take random questions again, and especially those questions which we have not answered. I can see some of the questions which are already answered. So I'm going to take different kind of questions for Amil. Kiran is saying, can you please ask him that this? I'm on FLR private live visa now and going to switch to tier 2 from my brother company, which has a sponsor without job. Company related to IT. Can I take COS with 31K? First of all, I can already see you're doing a lot of things illegally, which you should not do. But I will not answer myself. I'll let Amil do. I can see how this is being exploited. But I don't know, Amil, how you want to answer it.
See, I don't know how to, gather everything together and answer this question, but in a nutshell, obviously you cannot be sponsored in your brother's company because you cannot be relative until and unless you have got exceptional skill and your brother could not identify anyone apart from you. But you have already mentioned in the comment that it's without a job company, doesn't matter what is related to, just go back to wherever you have come from, because obviously FLR private life is also not something which you fulfill the criteria for. So I don't think so you should be doing what you are doing right now. It's better if you take some other route or do something else. That's
Okay.
the best I can do.
Thanks, Amil. Amil, can you explain what are the timelines now for FLR? For example, if someone applies for FLR today, how soon the Home Office is coming back with the decision?
So, very good thing you asked at a very good time, Sarika. Last year, I applied for one of my clients' FLR on humanitarian grounds in Feb 2024. And just yesterday, we got an outcome of that. So,
Oh
it's
my.
exactly 11 months. So,
Oh.
just yesterday, I was discussing it with my team that I applied it in Feb 2024 and I got the result just yesterday though the result was not in the favor of the applicant because the home office was not satisfied with the grounds and things like that. But obviously whenever it comes to FLR and what me and Sarika discuss, again people are using as a time buying exercise. So people use fee waiver if they don't have money as a time buying exercise, and people use FLR if they want to be in the UK, just work for no rhyme or reason, and they think the home office doesn't know anything. But the rejection letter, I say, was about like 6 to 7 pages.
Oh my God.
And at the end of the day, I want to convey a message if Sarika allows me through her channel.
Yes, please.
See, this message is for all the international students, people on student visas, graduate route, people are on a skilled worker visas, they're getting redundant from the company. The reason why me and Sarika has collaborated because we share the same ideology whenever it comes to immigration law, specifically UK. Sarika does many countries, but I'm talking from the UK perspective. I have seen a lot of people are using fee waiver applications, FRA private life, humanitarian protection, and one funny thing, EU settlement scheme. They are going to solicitors and big companies. I just don't want to name. They're applying for EU settlement left, right, and center when you come from a town in India. So at the end of the day, you need to understand that people are getting money out of you. They are just using you for the sake of using. But you need to understand that this could be the last few moments of you in United Kingdom. So I'm very strongly, passing out this message that fee waiver, FLR, EU settlement is not for you if you do not fulfill the criteria. Yes, there are loads and loads of people, millions of immigrants in the UK who might fit that criteria. But we coming from a different part of the world, we cannot just apply those things for the sake of applying and for the time buying exercises. Home office knows each and everything. Okay, so you have to be very knowledgeable, you have to be very aware. I use the word aware. Aware is something, even if you know that this thing is not right for you, still you go ahead just for a time buying exercise and you think you'll get your skilled worker visa. No, even a lot of my clients get home office interviews after getting FLR or fee waiver application. You don't know how what kind of questions they're asking. So you need to understand, you stop right there and there. If you do not fulfill that criteria, go back to India, search for a job, come back on a defined COS. But at least do not do these kinds of stuff, because this is the reason why Sarika has managed to do this on a weekend, so that we just don't help you out with the question but also stop you from doing things which are not meant for you and for your career. So just think about your family back home and things like that, and please do not do it.
Correct. Yes. So we don't support any kind of illegal things you do. Like we already saw some of the examples that you guys are doing. You should not be doing it and refrain from doing that if you want to be here in the UK legally. Okay. Thank you, Amil. So let's go through the question from Stella. Stella is saying, please, can an applicant waiting for their decision with S3C? I don't know what is S3C.
S is, I think she has wrote by mistakenly. It's 3C. 3C.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, 3C, because of their application move to a skilled worker route while they are waiting. What is 3C, Amil?
So 3C leave is something, let's say if you're currently on a student visa and you want to switch to another visa, but your visa is expiring tomorrow. So
Mm,
in order to make sure your 3C leaves continue so that you do not become an overstay in the UK, and
mm,
you do the exact the same thing what you're doing on a student visa, like working, you get right to work in the UK. So your 3C leaves continue when you apply for a fee waiver or FLR application
mm.
before your student visa expires.
Okay.
So, Stella, you need to specifically mention us that what kind of specific visa you have applied right now so that your 3C leave is continued in the UK. Obviously, you can apply for a skilled worker visa if your 3C leave is still continued and there is no decision by the Home Office.
Thank you. By the way, Stella is one of my old client or audience. She had been watching my videos for a very long time. She has already booked so many sessions with me, and she's a super woman. She got a big business already in the UK, and
Nice.
she's helping legally how people can move from her country to here, all the legal way. By the way, I know that for sure after talking to her so many times. Thank you, Stella. Did Amil answer your question? If not, please make sure you leave or add additional details in the comment section, and I'm happy to pin it again for you. Thank you. Um, okay, I'll just take random question again from the bottom. I don't know if there are more questions at the top. After that, I'm going to take your question, Raja Records. Yeah, just allow me once again. Mahaboob is saying, please reply how much time late come UK care spouse visa email CUS letter. Does it mean how late the
Mm,
response is coming for a visa? What are the timelines then, Amil? Do you know about the current timelines?
yeah, so when we are talking about, so there are two types of COS, certificate of sponsorship, for the audience who are not aware about it. So the local certificate of sponsorship, if not applied in priority, then it's taking between 16 to 18 weeks. So that's about like 4 months, I would say, 4 to 5 months. But for some companies, we are getting within 3 to 4 months as well. And if you are applying for an undefined COS within the country, that you're getting the result within 5 working days. So you need to apply for a priority on a daily basis. You need to email to the home office. But when we talk about, I think he's talking about care company applying for a defined COS. So
Yeah.
the defined COS specifically for hospitality and care companies are taking a lot of time, because the home office is asking a lot of questions. They need a lot of information on what basis they need this kind of vacancy and things like that. So, and all obviously the defined COS do not have any priority criteria as well. So you need to wait until and unless the decision has been made by the caseworker.
Thank you, Amil. Mehboob, I hope Amil answered your question. Thumbs up. Okay, by the way, Stella said you answered a question, so thanks to you, Amil.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to take very quickly this question, guys. Again, Ranja, I've told I don't want to take any job related question because Amel is not here for that. Very quickly, it all I've read your question, so it all depends on your private your previous experience, how you are targeting the employees here. Again, if you want to talk to me directly on this topic in detail, you can book my session or you can take advantage of my job assistance service. I cannot talk more about my job assistance or my job service. Let's focus on the UK legal queries for Amir because he's taking out 1 hour from his busy schedule. So let's respect his time. Thank you. I'm going to move to the next one. I don't know if we have taken this question, Arvind's question, Amil. Did we take? No.
No, we did not.
Okay, so I'm going to read this question. So are we still eligible for the new entrant after our PSW expires? I received different opinions from various solicitors and would like to confirm with you directly. Amil, over to you.
Thank you, Arvind, for your question, and very interesting question, Arvind, because it's not just you. There are hundreds and hundreds of people who email me about the same thing, but they fail to understand that after PSW, what category are you applying to? Are you applying for a fee waiver? Are you applying for FLR? And if you're applying for FLR, then on what basis? So when you change your immigration category from post-study work visa, which is now known as graduate route, to any other visa category, it depends on the fact that if you're applying for a fee waiver, then yes, you're still eligible for obviously a new entrant category, because obviously you'll be applying for a fee waiver to apply for your skilled worker visa. But if you're applying on cases like further leave to remain, humanitarian protection, medical leave, or anything which does not fit your criteria, then no, you do not qualify for new entrant, unfortunately.
Thank you, Amil. Arvind, did it answer your question? Did Amil answer your question? Yes, no? Please let me know in the comment section. So I'm going to quickly go again at the bottom of the chat to see if I have not taken any questions related to UK immigration. We took. I'm going to take question from Shantam Shah. Hello, I applied sponsor license application on 22nd November, got compliance interview on
20th.
20th December. Okay. How much time home office take for decision as I'm waiting to apply for self-sponsorship?
Hi,
How?
Shanta. I hope you would have applied your sponsor license through me, but that's completely fine. Maybe next maybe next time. But yes, if the home office has conducted your pre-license compliance check on 20th of December, there are few companies who are waiting for like more than 2 months till now. I've got one of my client who got the compliance check in November, but it's January. They're still waiting for the outcome. So it all depends what the due diligence and checks home office wants to look closely as when it comes to your business. So just wait, hold tight, don't chase up the home office. There are a lot of backlogs going on, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Amel. Shantam, if Amel answered your question, just let me know in the comment section. From the previous answer, Arvind is saying yes, thanks to you, Amel. And Mahbub is saying you submitted all the documents. That's fine. Amil already answered to you. So I'm going to see more new questions. Guys, if I did not answer a question, can you just put at the bottom question from ACPAC when the youth mobility ballot opens for Indians this year? Mostly maybe end of Jan or early Feb, and whenever it will be open, of course, like always, I had been making detailed videos on my YouTube channel and Instagram reel. There will be lots of dedicated video on it, so keep an eye on my channel. So at the moment nothing is being announced, but I'll keep you guys updated, so just make sure you have subscribed to my channel and click the notification so that you know when I make detailed video on youth mobility visa. Okay, so I'm going to take this question because I don't remember. We started with his question, gadget. Sure. I have my sister in the UK. She has a British passport. Can she be complete?
Definitely. Definitely, she can be, but she can't be just for the sake of applying for a sponsor license. She needs to be in the company. So make sure she can look after the HR system. She can make sure she's looking after the recruitment process of the company and things like that. But in nutshell, yes, she can be.
Okay. Okay. So last question, even Akpak is saying thanks. Okay. Cheers, guys. Glad, Amin is able to answer all your questions. So, Amil, first of all, thank you so much. You're doing pretty good.
No problem. I
Yeah.
hope I hope it works well.
Yeah, my clients, at least my audience, they are happy with the response they are getting, which is very nice. This is our second live session. I'm very happy the way it is going as well. And let me see very quickly. Again, I don't want to upset people. I know you have spent your time, to just log in and watch us and ask your question. So we can take more 4, 5 questions. So if we have not answered your question, or if I have not picked your question from the top or from the beginning, please make sure put it at the bottom of this chat section. I will pick up the ones which I had not picked up earlier. No job related question. I have seen few. For job related, maybe if time permits, tomorrow I can do a session if you guys want. But let's not stick to any job related at the moment or what you're studying and all. Let's stick to only the legal questions for Amir.
One thing I just want to say, I wish that when I was a student, I had a company like yours, Sarika, who could actually help with the job assistance.
Um, um, yeah, I did not do that time because I did not have bandwidth. So we all also get mature by understanding what your clients need, and I felt like they definitely need it, and that's why I've started it. And you see, I mean, I couldn't do it on my own, so I'm hiring mentors. I've already finalized 12, 13 mentors who are going to help me, and I'm still in my full-time job, so it's super duper,
And I
duper busy.
know a couple of them. I know a couple of them. They are really great. I won't take the names, but I know a couple of them. They are really great. So
Nice. Yeah,
this is
I'll
the
be.
people should be looking after.
Thank you, Amil. I'll be introducing all of my mentors very soon in my videos. I'll be doing it and Instagram reel as well. Okay, I'm going to take very quick question. I have not seen this question before. So Mariam, thank you very much for sending a question. So Mariam is saying, I am dismissal from job I was working in, care home, and now I'm going back to home. Can I come back from a holiday 3 weeks, find a job in the UK? Can I be able to come back?
Hi, Mariam. Unfortunately, no, because when you get dismissed from a sponsored company, they have got a criteria to fulfill where they need to update the home office via SMS in 10 working days that you have been removed from the company and from the SMS system. And when you try to even come back to the UK, you would be stopped at the UK border and deported back to India, which would impact your further UK visa applications or anywhere in the world if you try to apply. So I won't suggest don't come.
So dismissal means then she's given 60 working days to find a new sponsor, right, Amel?
Yeah, but she's going back home for holiday. If she goes back home and comes back again, then obviously once she crosses the boundary, it
Okay.
will get withdrawn. There's a problem.
Even though government guidelines says 60 days, you have to get
Yeah,
a new visa, even though she will be stuck at the border then.
she has to be within the country for that 60 days to change her immigration category.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you, Amel. I learned something. I'm going to again put the questions which are at the bottom. So, cute cat of AI. Nice name. So she's saying, I got an email from home office that my employer sponsor license got revoked, and they mentioned my Vidal. What is Vidal? Is still
Like
valid until.
visa is still valid until what?
the further.
Or maybe I don't know. See, in a nutshell, a cute cat of AI, whenever you got an email from the home office that your license get revoked, obviously you would be getting a letter from the home office as well stating that you have got 60 days to either find another job or maybe to switch to any other immigration category. It doesn't matter when your leave is showing on the right to work check, but obviously that 60 days will get updated in the online system as well, and within that specific time frame you need to switch your immigration category or find a new job.
Thank you, Amel. Cute cat. If Amel answered your question, just let me know in the comments. Yeah. Okay, we are very close to ending our live session. I'm going to take just a couple of questions. I know Amil got some private appointment and he also need to rush. I'll just take maybe one or two questions. So Buddha Letinka 1234 is asking, hi both. My wife has made PhD education, Sussex University. We left UK 2019, and since then we are in Serbia, and we want to come back to UK. We need help to come back.
See, obviously, you need to apply for any specific visa category if you would like to come back to the UK. You or your wife can find a job in the UK and come back on a skilled worker visa. There are so many visa categories out there. Obviously, I won't list everything right now, but you need a specific visa route to come back to the UK along with your family.
Yeah. Again, if you want to book a session with me just to go your profile to see what we can do, you can please do that. Okay, Mahbub, I don't know why you are putting your question on again and again. We took your question. We already explained. Amil also explained the timelines can vary for his case itself. You see, he has not even heard from home office when the application was submitted. So there's nothing more to add to it. And I'm also commenting here, so please do not just write a comment for the sake of writing. We already answered your question. There are still many questions which I have not taken, so please allow me to at least give a chance to pick up other questions, Mahbub. Thank you for understanding. um, okay, I'm going to take now new question. So again, Nihami, like I told, this is not a question about the master's course, or this is not about the job market and all. Please feel free to book my time and we can have a chat about it. Let me take very quickly. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Uh, it's the same one, right? But visa is still under.
yes,
Yeah.
there's a few one.
Okay. Okay. Maybe then this is the last question we are going to take for today. We already spoke for 59 minutes and 53 seconds. Last question to you, Amel. Kiran is saying, is Home Office rejecting applications, whoever applying from FLR visas, or they are just interviewing randomly?
The answer is no. They're not rejecting all the FLR visa because, as I said previously, there are so many people in the UK who actually fit the bill for the leave to remain. So FLR, do not consider FLR is something called further leave to remain. That if you have further leave to remain on certain grounds, humanitarian grounds, on medical grounds, on family grounds, or anything like that, and if you actually fit the bill and provide all the documentations to the Home Office, there is no chance the Home Office would reject your application because I have seen lot of cases getting accepted if you take right assistance, if you submit right set of documents, and if you have got an immigration partner like us, there is no chance of FLR rejections if you actually fit the bill. And obviously there are, I've heard people are interviewing on FLR, but this is not true. Home Office is not interviewing anybody on FLR. It's just with skilled worker visas and student visas and other kind of categories, but you don't get interviewed for FLR visas.
Thank you, Amel. Thank you, guys, for everyone who joined us today. I'm going to tell you once the podcast end, you can just check that in the video description. I provided the email ID, and I have also provided the link where you can book a session directly with Amel and the team. So it's already there in the description. I also pinned it later, and once the live ends, I'll put it in a pinned comment. And if your question is not answered, you can still put it in the video description, or sorry, in the video comment section. I will personally look into it and I'll take Amil's help to reply to you. Else, you can book a session with Amil. Amil, do you want to say a few words about the bonus that you wanted to give it to my audience?
Yeah, I think I'm very fortunate that we started the free consultation from this new year from 2nd of Jan 2025. And I think it's just 11th of Jan and we got such a great response. The diary is blocked out for the entire month. And I think the credit goes to Sarika, the kind of video she put out and the information she put out and the kind of trust people have on her. I think even if people pour that 10% of that on me, I think I'll be very lucky and fortunate. But I'll after the videos are getting bit famous or popular on Sarika's channel, I'm very happy that the calendar is blocked out. So we were giving 2 days of free consultation, which was on Tuesdays and Thursday. But a lot of people requesting, and just for Sarika's audience, instead of 2 days, now we are going to do it for 4 days, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, only for Sarika, 1 hour completely free. So each consultation would last for 10 minutes, not more than that. And obviously, and one small request, my team has told me that people are asking about self sponsorship. Please do not about self sponsorship. Please do not talk about FLRs. We don't do those things. Self sponsorship, obviously we do a paid consultation, because self sponsorship is not something that I can explain you in the length of 10 minutes. It would be unfair to other people whose query can actually get sorted out within 10 minutes. So give chance to other people. If you want to talk about self sponsorship, you can email us at ykb@mak25.co.uk.
Mm.
Apart from self sponsorship, all the consultations are free. You can book the meeting links, and soon I'm going to update my calendar as well. And it's starting from this Monday onwards.
Okay.
So, guys, all the best, and I'll see you in the consultation then.
Thank you, Amel. So, guys, please make sure you book Amel's time. Like I said, it's not a group call. It's not like a group session. It's a one-to-one with Amel or his team. It will be 10 minutes. So 1 hour slot will be free. So you have to go and grab your free 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much, Amel. Thank you for coming and spending 1 hour with my audience on weekend. I cannot thank you enough. And I hope this was pretty useful for everyone who joined. And for guys, if your questions are not answered, like I said, please make sure you leave it in the comment section and we will aim to respond as soon as possible. Thank you, Amil, and have a
Bye. Thank
nice
you so
weekend.
much.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
Take care.
Sarika. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Guys, thank you. Bye bye.